Good morning, students. How are you? Fine. Okay, welcome back to our social science online class. Haven't you studied the previous class topic? Very easy topic. You already studied in the previous classes, okay? Then the last class, we discussed about the Mohenjo-daro Great Tank. Now we are going to learn about the granary and agriculture in the Indus Valley civilization, isn't it? Then what is the granary? Granary is the granary is the big buildings. In that big building, there is a facility to dry and store the grains. That is the granary. A granary is the big building. In that big building, there is a facility to dry and store the grains. So at that time, Indus Valley civilization time, they were constructed the granaries. What were the crops they keep in the granary? What were the crops they cultivated? Then the wheat, then the barley, millet, pulses, cotton, and rice. All these crops were cultivated, and the surplus product were keep in the granaries. Okay, then there is an evidence the rice cultivation have been uncovered from the Rangpur and Lothal in Gujarat. If you have a textbook now, all of you open it, page number 27. The topic is granary and agriculture. Then at the time, the villages were the major market for the urban product. And so they cultivated the different types of the agricultural crops and pulses. And after cultivating, their market, they have the market. Yeah, that market was the villages were the market for the urban product. So at the time, they have practiced the granary. The surplus product were keep in the granary. Okay, then all of you look at the textbook, granary and agriculture. Granaries are the significant among the ruins discovered from Harappa. They were big buildings with a facility to dry and store grains. Put the comma. The remains of what were the crops they cultivated at the time? The remains of wheat, barley, millet, sesame, pulses, then the rice and cotton. These are the crops were cultivated at the time. The next point, the villages were the major market for the urban product. Okay. And then after cultivating, they're selling the product in the market. That market was the village. The villages were the market for selling the product. അപ്പോൾ അവർ ഇതൊക്കെ കൃഷി ചെയ്തിട്ട് എവിടെ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് വിറ്റിരുന്നു? അവരുടെ മാർക്കറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് വില്ലേജ് ആണ്. വില്ലേജിൽ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് which year BC the civilization was existed BC 2700 to 1700. At that time, these civilization were existed. So from this topic, we have to understand one point is that they were practiced. They had the market for selling the surplus product. Okay, then we already know that for doing the agriculture needed the fertile soil is needed, irrigation facilities needed, and agricultural weapons also needed, isn't it? So really that civilization was flourished on the banks of river Indus. So automatically then the fertile alluvial soil is the plenty is there. They were constructed the canals for irrigation facilities, and they made the agricultural weapons, that weapons for preparing the land. അപ്പോൾ അവര് കൃഷിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് അവരുടെ വെപ്പൺസ്, ദാറ്റ് വെപ്പൺസ് ഈസ് മെയ്ഡ് വിത്ത് ദ ക്ലേ. ക്ലേ വെച്ചിട്ടാണ് അവർ എന്ത് ചെയ്തിരുന്നത്? അവരുടെ വെപ്പൺസ് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിരുന്നത്. ക്ലേ. ഓക്കെ, സോ there is an many figures of plough made clay were discovered from here. Canals were constructed for the irrigation. Look at the textbook. All of you look at the textbook. The agricultural field in the village were the fertile. The alluvial soil deposited by the river Indus that made them fertile. In Kalibangan, Rajasthan, farming was done by ploughing the land. The figures of plough made of clay were discovered from here. Canals were constructed for irrigation. So from these pictures, your textbook, there is some picture is there. From this picture, we can understand that they had made the agricultural weapons. That weapon was made with the clay. For example, good example, clay plough had given in your textbook. That with clay plough, they prepared the agricultural field. Okay, isn't it? Then in addition to agriculture, then animal husbandry also existed at the time of the Indus Valley civilization. അപ്പോൾ കൃഷിയുടെ കൂടെ അവിടെ എന്തും കൂടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, മൃഗങ്ങളെയും കൂടെ അവരെ ഇണക്കി വളർത്തുന്നു. Really, the animals are the very essential for the agriculture. Then the animals cow dung, then is good for their agricultural fertilizer and the milk product from the different animal, that is the used for their food items. So with agriculture they had practiced the animal husbandry also. So how did we understand they had practiced the animal husbandry? There is a figures of rhinoceros and elephants made of clay have also been found. They reared ox, goat, pig and sheep. Then the ഫ്രം ദ റിമെയിൻസ്, അതായത് ഈ ആനിമൽസിന്റെ കുഴിച്ചെടുത്തപ്പോൾ കിട്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള അവരുടെ ആ ബോൺസിൽ നിന്ന് മനസ്സിലായത് എന്താണ്, ഇവര് ആനിമൽസിനെ ഇണക്കി വളർത്തിയിരുന്നത്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ ഗുഡ് ഫോർ സൂട്ടബിൾ ഫോർ ദെയർ അഗ്രികൾച്ചറൽ പർപ്പസ്, isn't it? Then we already discussed about the granary. What was the uses of granary? Granary were used for the purpose of keeping the surplus product. From that granary we can understand that at that time there is an efficient administrative system where existed. മനസ്സിലായോ? അതായത് ഈ ഗ്രാനറിയിൽ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നത് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത് ആ കാലഘട്ടത്തിലെ നല്ല ഒരു എഫിഷ്യന്റ് അഡ്മിനിസ്ട്രേറ്റീവ് സിസ്റ്റം, നല്ലൊരു ഭരണ സംവിധാനം നിലനിന്നിരുന്നതിന്റെ തെളിവാണ് എന്ത്, ഗ്രാനറി. Isn't it? All of you look at the textbook. The surplus agricultural product were stored in the granary. The grains collected in the form of revenue were also kept there. The grains, the stored were made available to the public. Such granaries are the evidence for the existence of efficient administrative system. So from these granaries we can understand that at the time there is an efficient administrative system where existed. You have to underline the very important point that granaries are the evidence for the existence of efficient administrative system. അപ്പൊ ഈ ഗ്രാനറിയിൽ നിന്ന് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത് at that time there is an efficient administrative system where existed. Okay, don't you understand the topic granary and agriculture? Okay, once again, what is the granary? Granary is the big buildings that is used for storing the surplus product. Then what are the food crops? What are the different types of crops are they cultivated? They cultivated wheat, barley, millet, pulses, cotton and rice. These types of crops are cultivated at that time. Okay, the next point is that then the Indus Valley civilization was flourished on the banks of river Indus. That is why fertile soil, alluvial soil is plenty is there. And then the canals are constructed for irrigation and for the agricultural purpose. They made the weapons with the clay. There is many evidence are there. Then the weapons of the agricultural weapons was made with the clay. Okay. Then another point is that with the agriculture they have practiced the animal husbandry also. Animals are very useful for the purpose of the agriculture. The animals waste is used for the organic manure, and then the milk and the milk products is used for their food items, isn't it? And so granary and agriculture as the very essential, and these were existed at the time of the Indus Valley civilization. From these granaries and agricultural methods we can understand that at that time, at that then the Indus Valley civilization time existed in the good and efficient administrative system. അപ്പോൾ ഗ്രാനറിയും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ അവരുടെ കൾട്ടിവേഷൻ ഒക്കെ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത് എന്താണ്, നല്ല ഒരു അഡ്മിനിസ്ട്രേറ്റീവ് സിസ്റ്റം എവിടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഇൻഡസ് വാലിയിൽ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അതാണ്, അങ്ങനെ ഒരു നല്ലൊരു അഡ്മിനിസ്ട്രേറ്റീവ് സിസ്റ്റം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമാണ് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ, ഗ്രാനറി ഒക്കെ കൺസ്ട്രക്ട് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് പറ്റുള്ളൂ. ഓക്കെ, the next is about the trade. Very easy topic now. You already studied in the previous classes. Okay, trade. Then really the agricultural surplus product leads to then the trade and commerce, isn't it? The agricultural progress leads to surplus production. The surplus production leads to trade and commerce. അപ്പോൾ കൃഷിയിലെ കൂടുതൽ കൃഷി ഉൽപാദനങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത് എന്തിലേക്ക്, സർപ്ലസ് പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ലീഡ്സ് ടു trade and commerce. So for trade, they were used the accurate weight and measures. The first point is that about trade, the one point is that they were used the accurate weight and measures. In the textbook, you have to underline that they were used the accurate weight and measures. Okay. Then if you are saying about the trade, there is a two important trade center was there at that time. One is the Meluha and another was the Lothal. If we are discussing about the trade, very important one point is that they were used the accurate weight and measure. അതായത് അവര് കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള വെയിറ്റ് മെഷേഴ്സ് ആണ് അവർ എന്തിന് യൂസ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നത്, ട്രേഡിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് യൂസ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നത്. At that time there were very important two trade center was that one is the Meluha and another one is the Lothal. Okay, all of you look at the textbook and underline. The inscription discovered from Mesopotamia mentioned their trade relation with the Meluha. Historians' opinion that Meluha is probably Harappa. The Mesopotamian seals found from Harappa also provide the evidence for the trade link. Lothal was one of the important trade centers. So at that time, there is two important trade centers. One is the Lothal and another one is the Meluha. And Lothal was the important center of the maritime trade. അതായത് maritime trade എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കടലിൽ കൂടെ ഉള്ള trade ആണ് എന്ത് maritime trade. അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെ സെന്റർ ആയിരുന്നു എന്ത് Lothal. And historians said opinion that Meluha is probably Harappa. But historians പറയുന്നത് maybe Meluha is Harappa. At that time there is two important trade center. One is the Meluha and the second one is the Lothal. Lothal was the important maritime trade center and Meluha maybe Harappa. The historians opinion that it was the Harappa. Okay. Then at the time of trade they were widely used the seals. അപ്പോൾ അവര് ട്രേഡിന് എന്തും കൂടെ യൂസ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു, സീൽസും കൂടെ യൂസ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. But there is no evidence for the use of the coins. അപ്പോൾ അവര് seal ഉപയോഗിച്ചിരുന്നു. But there is no evidence of the use of the coins, isn't it? So if you are studying about the trade, there is an important point. One is the surplus production leads to trade and commerce, and the second point, they had used the accurate weight and measures. Second point. Then third point is that at that time two important trade center, one is the Lothal and another is the Meluha. Meluha, the historian's opinion is that Meluha probably the Harappa. And Lothal, another important trade center, it was based on the maritime trade. അതായത് കടൽ കൂടെയുള്ള ട്രേഡ് ആയിരുന്നു ഏത്, ട്രേഡ് സെന്റർ ആയിരുന്നു Lothal. Okay. Then another point is that seals were widely used at the time of the trade. Seals, അതായത് അവര് കൂടുതലായിട്ട് എന്ത് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിരുന്നു, മുദ്രകൾ ഉപയോഗിച്ചിരുന്നു. സീൽസ്, ആ സീൽസ് എന്നൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്ന എന്താണ്, അവരുടെ ട്രേഡും അതിനോട് റിലേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് ആ സീൽസിൽ നിന്ന് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത്. Okay, your textbook there is one picture, seals picture is there. So at that time they were widely used the different types of the seals. Okay. But there is no evidence for the use of the coins. But they were widely used the seals, but there is no evidence for the use of the coins. Coins ഉപയോഗിച്ചതിനായിട്ട് യാതൊരു തെളിവില്ല, പക്ഷെ they were widely used the seals. Okay. Then another important point is that they collected copper mines of K3 in the present Rajasthan. They collected the copper and they mixed it with the tin and they had to make the bronze metal, isn't it? So at the time they were widely used the metal bronze. That is why this civilization was known as the Bronze Age civilization. So listen once again, listen here. Then at that time they collected copper from the mines of K3 in the present Rajasthan, and then that copper mixed with the tin and to produce the bronze. The copper mixed with the tin and to produce the bronze. So with the bronze they made tools and weapons. With the bronze they made tools and weapons. So at that time they were widely used the which metal, bronze metal. That is why river valley, Indus Valley civilization, all river valley civilization was known as the Bronze Age civilization. Understand? Hmm? Why did the Indus Valley civilization or the River Valley civilization were known as Bronze Age civilization? Then there is a mines of copper mines from the Khetri. It was located in the present Rajasthan. From that mines, they collected the copper, and they that copper mixed with the tin and to produce the bronze. With the bronze, they made the different types of the tools and weapons. That is why the bronze were widely used in the River Valley civilization. That is why the River Valley civilization were known as the Bronze Age civilization. Understand? All of you look at the textbook. The seals widely found from the Indus Valley site were probably used for the purpose of trade. However, no evidence for the use of coins has been found yet. They collected copper from the mines of Khetri in the present Rajasthan and tin from the present Afghanistan and Central Asia. Copper was mixed with the tin to produce bronze. They made tools and weapons using bronze. Since bronze was widely used in the Harappan civilization, it came to be known as Bronze Age civilization. That is why this civilization is അതായത് all river valley civilization were known as the Bronze Age civilization because at that time they were widely used the metal bronze. Understand? Okay, once again I then the conclude then the discuss about the trade. First point is that the surplus product leads to the trade and commerce. Then second point is that they had used the accurate weight and measures. And the third point is that there is a two important trade center. One is the Lothal and another center was the Meluha. Lothal was the important center of the maritime trade center. Okay. Then related to trade, another point is that seals were widely used at that time, but there is no evidence for the use of coins, isn't it? Then copper was widely used in the Indus Valley civilization. How did they made the then the bronze? They collected the copper from the mines of Khetri that is located in the present Rajasthan and mixed with the tin and to produce the bronze. Then with the bronze, they made the different types of tools and weapons. And with that, with that weapons, they had made they had cultivated and different purpose they were done. Because of these bronze metals, and they were widely used this bronze metal, that is why this civilization was known as the River Valley civilization, were known as the Bronze Age civilization. Okay, then we can go to the next topic, handicraft and occupational groups. Then your textbook, many pictures are there, bangles picture and clay card pictures are there. From this picture we can understand that they are showing their craftsmanship. Okay, the seals, clay figure, utensils, ornaments, etc., dug out from Harappa bear witness to their craftsmanship. Okay, from these pictures we can understand that they are able for making these type of ornaments, revealing their craftsmanship. The ruins of kilns where pottery were produced have been widely dug out. Ornamental works were done on clay pot. Animal figures were molded from clay. Then listen, figures of man, woman and a car also have been uncovered from here. If figures in our day, they were made the different types of the clay figure and the seals and the utensils and then they like that animal figure and the figures of man and a woman and a car also have been uncovered from here. And so from these remains we can understand that we could understand that that people were able for doing this type of the handicraft, revealing their craftsmanship, ability for their artistic skill. Then they were made the bangles with the tortoise shell. അവര് വളകളും മാലകളും ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിരുന്നു. One interesting thing is that they made the bangles from clay and tortoise shells, and they made the different types of ornaments with silver, bronze, and clay, isn't it? Copper, bronze, and gold. For making the ornaments, they were used the metal copper, bronze, and gold. അപ്പൊ അവര് പിന്നെ അവർക്ക് എന്തുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഒരു ബ്യൂട്ടി കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ട് അവര് ഓർണമെന്റ്സ് ടോർട്ടോയ്സ് ഷെല്ല് കൊണ്ട് അവർ എന്തുണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ornaments, that is revealing their craftsmanship, isn't it? They made the ornaments with copper, bronze, and gold. Then bangles were made from clay and tortoise shell. Tortoise shell കൊണ്ട് അവര് bangles ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ടിരുന്നു. At that time they had the beauty con, that is why they made the different types of the ornaments and the bangles and chains, and then seals also. Everything is reflected their artistic skill. അപ്പൊ അവർക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാക്കുമ്പോൾ അവരുടെ ആ ഉണ്ടാക്കാനുള്ള കഴിവിനെയാണ് നമുക്ക് അവിടെ കാണുന്നത്. അവര് ഓരോ സാധനങ്ങൾ എന്നാണ് BC അവർ ഓരോന്നും ഉണ്ടാക്കുമ്പോൾ അവർക്ക് ഓരോ ഓർണമെന്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടാക്കാനുള്ള അവരുടെ ഷോയിങ് their artistic skill, revealing their artistic skill. Okay. Then very important the statue is that the bronze statues of dancing girl is showing their artistic skill of the Indus Valley's people. Okay, all of you look at the textbook. There is one dancing girl picture is there. Very important underline. The statues of the dancing girl found from Mohenjo-daro is a good example of their artistic skill. Underline, all of you underline that point. ഇത് കാണിക്കുന്ന എന്താണ്, their artistic skill. Then below that there is a different types of seals are there, pictures seals are there. These pictures are they are scripted. In that seals is showing some then some script is there at that time. So from these seals then we can understand that is showing some script. So they had used the one type of script. We don't know what type of script they were used, but they were used the one type of script, isn't it? They were used the one type of script. Then the Indus these script was found from the Indus Valley site. Appa ee seelilokke oru script undu, പക്ഷെ we don't know what type of script they were used, but anyway they were used the script. That script is found from the Harappan site, Indus Valley site. In that seals they were mentioned some script, that is their script, whose script in the Swedish people script they followed. They had followed experience some type of script. We don't know what type of script. Okay. Then what about their belief system? അവര് പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചിരുന്നു. They were worshipping the mother goddess, isn't it? They were worshipping the mother goddess. Such a worship existed in connection with the agriculture. അപ്പൊ അവര് നല്ല ദൈവവിശ്വാസികളായിരുന്നു. Maybe for protecting their agriculture, maybe they worshipping the mother goddess, that their prayer is maybe connected with agriculture. അവരുടെ കൃഷി വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാല് ഫ്ലഡ് ഒന്നും ഉണ്ടാവാതിരിക്കാൻ അങ്ങനെ maybe for protecting the crops they worship the especially mother goddess. They are very beloved. Then the god is the goddess. എന്താ പറയാ, ദൈവങ്ങളെയാണ് അവർ കൂടുതലായിട്ടും ആരാധിച്ചിരുന്നത്. റിലേറ്റഡ് ടു കണക്റ്റഡ് വിത്ത് അഗ്രികൾച്ചർ. കൃഷിയുമായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് കൃഷിനെ പ്രൊട്ടക്ട് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ടായിരിക്കും മേ ബി ദേ had to pray to the god. Okay. Then they also worship animals and trees also. And then the Great Bath in Mohenjo-daro is the good example for the religious ceremony. They were used the maybe they were used the great tank for related to religious ceremony. അപ്പൊ great tank മോഹൻജോദാരോയിലുള്ള great tank നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്ന എന്താണ് അവരുടെ that great tank were used for related to religious ceremony. Understand? Okay. Then last is about the fall of Harappan civilization. Okay, we discussed about the Indus Valley civilization last. Then the BC 1700 onwards, the Harappan civilization began to decline. Very important question is there. What was the reason of the fall of Harappan civilization? Okay, what was the reason? One is the flood, and maybe flood and external invasion. All of you look at the textbook. Flood, external invasion, deforestation, decline of agricultural sector, and epidemics. Like that, epidemics. Then the maybe epidemics is spread in that area. Then many people were died. Otherwise, flood. We know that flood and epidemics and maybe deforestation. Otherwise, invasion, external and internal invasion. Maybe all these reasons, the Harappan civilization began to decline BC 1700 onwards. Harappan civilization BC 2700 to 1700 ആ കാലഘട്ടത്തിലായിരുന്നു. Then after the 1700 onwards, the Harappan civilization began to decline. What was the reason? Maybe flood. We already know that. What was the then the flood and we already നമ്മൾ അനുഭവിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് ഫ്ലഡിന്റെ ആ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകൾ, difficulties of the flood. Okay, then epidemics. Then decline of agriculture sector. Epidemics നമുക്കറിയാം ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ കാല അതേപോലെ maybe this type of any type of epidemics spread at that time, and that was the reason of the decline of the Harappan civilization and the deforestation, or otherwise decline of agriculture. The agriculture production decline, the poverty and the famine, it will affect the millions of people. That people may be died. Okay, so deforestation, all these reasons are leads to the decline of the Harappan civilization. Understand? Okay, the vast topic is finished. Very easy topic. Okay, then we completed the Indus Valley civilization. Okay, then I conclude my class. Okay, thank you.